Let's. Oh my god, Discord's going crazy. Not sure we're gonna get many viewers because I know it's pretty late. Oh wow, I'm finally at 1770 subs. That's awesome. We're about 30 subs away of 1800. Alright guys, so I guess I'll start it off. So, I can't believe it. Another Southeast Game Exchange is in the history books. Holy hell, man. Another Southeast Game Exchange is in the history books. It just came by so fast. It came by so unbelievably fast. Yes. I want to do something real quick. We have 2 viewers. Hello, Christian Country Boy. You're gonna buy the new 2D Switch? I mean, it looks cool. That's all I gotta say. So, anyways, back to what I was saying. So, I just can't believe that of how fast the Southeast Game Exchange is, and I'll give you guys like a little rundown on how it was and what was it like for 2024. And if not many people see this one, I'll do it again next week when I'm playing some games. So this year's Southeast Game Exchange, Austin told me last year that it's going to be way bigger. Like the next one in 2024 is going to be way bigger than this one because we're going to do it in the second floor. So he said that if we do it in the second floor, we have like so much room. So much room. We're going to have like way more vendors, massive tournaments, and a lot of entertainment. And he wasn't kidding, man. He wasn't kidding. Dude, when I went inside the convention center and saw the Southeast Game Exchange, I was like, holy shit. He wasn't lying. He wasn't lying at all. It was way bigger than it was last year. Like, as you saw from the footage I took, way bigger than what it was last year. So there were just so many vendors, so many, of course, some of the game stores like Video Game Cavern. I don't know if it was Upstate Video Games there. I don't think Upstate Video Games were there. I don't know. You had the guest this time around. See, in the past like 2 years, the guests were like on the left side of the place or the right side. And then this year, they're all the way on the right side. Like, all the way in the right side. So, like, Noah North, Lisa Ortiz, Jason Griffith, all those people were there. And then in, like, the other aisle, it's kind of like an L. Like an L. And that's where John Riggs was there, Gamester 81, Gamer Amber was here. And this time, Gamer Amber was a legit guest. Like, she actually had, like, a table this time around. It's cool seeing, it was cool seeing Gamester 81. I really love his content. Cool seeing Gamer Amber. I met the Gebs 24, which is incredible that she even came here because she's from the UK. She's in England, folks. Insane. In the United Kingdom, she came. I did not see My Life in Gaming. I think that's his name. I actually do not. I don't even know, was he even there? I don't know, was he just walking around? I didn't see him at all from the guest. I don't know. I saw Monado Max for a minute. He actually had a panel, which I took footage of. I met MXC Retro. She was really nice. Who else? Pixel Game Squad, of course. It was just him. It wasn't Gabbo or Ricky or anything. It was just him. Retro Rick was there. And I believe that was it. As far as like the guests that I met. Oh, Square Pegs. Really happy to see him. So, really good stuff. A lot of guests. A lot of vendors. I mean, there was so much stuff in that Southeast Game Exchange this time around. That one booth which had a bunch of those video game characters in beans. You know, you had the Punch-Out figures, which I thought that was incredible. Never saw that before. Of course, the Primal Rage banner. And if you're wondering how much that guy wanted, he wanted, no joke, okay, I'm not making this up, $1,000. $1,000. He wanted $1,000 for that. Some other seller had this Donkey Kong Country Super Nintendo standee, and so he wanted like $830 for it. Goodness. I mean, there is some rare stuff in that Southeast Game Exchange. There was some rare stuff. So, um, excuse me. I'm just trying to look like what else was there. Um, Scott Squatch was there. He was doing his own. He was selling games. Sick Cooper was there, and I believe he was also selling games. He also was there. My brother was talking to him. I said hey to him. It was really cool seeing him. Um, I saw Phoenix Reseller, and I just ran right into him. I was like looking at something, and he was right next to me. I'm like, oh hey, I'm not gonna lie, I don't really like him. I don't really like Phoenix Resale. My brother will have a story with him. So, what else? Okay, so I really had a lot of fun, and I was going to say it was the best Southeast Game Exchange, but there was one area that I was very, very disappointed with. And I hope Austin doesn't take offense to this. I'm just keeping it real. The arcade selection. The arcade selection was very disappointing this year. I mean, so last year we had Killer Instinct Arcade, Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3 Arcade, a lot of Capcom fighting games, Primal Rage, of course, which I showed you guys video of that. They had a lot of arcade games last year. This year, fighting game wise, all it was Virtual Fighter 2, which, holy crap, the arcade version kind of sucks ass. The jumping in that game is terrible. They kind of fixed that in the Saturn version. Mortal Kombat 2, and the second player's analog stick wasn't really working all that well. And I think one other Capcom fighting game. That was it. Now, I'm not saying they didn't have, like, cool things. I mean, they had House of the Dead 2. They had... What was that? The Silent Scope game. Silent Scope Bone something. I forgot what it's called. It's the only... that game was only released in Japan. And it's a Silent Scope game, but in anime. I'm going to pull it up. Trying to... What was it called again? Hold on, folks. I'm trying to... Hold on, guys. Bear with me. I'm gonna go to Instagram. Bone Eater. Yeah, that's what it's called. Silent Scope Bone Eater. That was the only Silent Scope game that came out. There was a Silent Scope game that was only released in Japan. By the way, the chick that's in like the top, she's like showing her butt. Really hilarious. But that was really about it as far as like the arcade games they had. That was it. I mean, they had Pac-Man, Joust, and like a couple of the other arcade stuff. But it's just disappointing. Like that was it. Like you had all this room. You had all this room. All this room. You had tournament. You had the wrestling event. You had this, and yet that was all we got for the arcade section. A little disappointing. That's kind of one of the main reasons why I left early. Because I was planning to stay at least until 1 o'clock. Or maybe 2 o'clock. I ended up, I got there like around 8:30. And I left like around 12:30. The other reason why I had to leave early was yet again, it got so fucking hot there. It happened again. Now, no, I didn't get sick this time around, but I'm glad I didn't eat anything because I probably would be throwing up again because it was so hot again. I really thought that, like, because he told me that, okay, so we're going to the second floor, the AC is a lot better. I didn't feel, I know it's hot as hell in South Carolina. We all know that. I mean, Las Vegas is like 117 right now. I mean, we all know that we're in heat, man. Well, we know we're in like in the heat wave, but I thought that AC would have been a lot stronger. But man, it got hot, super hot. I mean, I saw people sweating bullets because of how hot it was. So, but those were like the only two things I didn't like. Outside of that, I loved the whole thing. Like, now this is probably going to be the norm unless for some reason there's going to be, like, it's going to move to somewhere else and it's going to be even bigger. So, I don't know. But I think now, from like 2025 and onward, this is probably going to be the biggest it'll be for now. Because when it first started, it was in this Hilton. It was in this Hilton hotel, and literally, like, it's just night and day. I really want to do like an Evolution Southeast Game Exchange, kind of short, just so you guys can see like how small it was in 2016 and 2017. It was in the Hilton Head. Then in 2018, it was in, I forgot where it was. It was like in this area, in this club area, and it was like even bigger than what it was in 2017, and 2016. And then they went to the TD Convention Center, and that's where it's been since then. 2019, 1, 2, 3, 4. So, who is Nabo? Who is that person? So, oh yeah, I forgot to mention this. I saw cosplays. I thought it was really cool to see a Nyodo cosplay from Persona 4. I thought that was awesome. I saw the Ares cosplay. I saw her and was like, I need to do a selfie because that Ares cosplay was so cute. So there were a good bit of cosplays. I know that they do like a cosplay contest, and I believe that's normally on day 2. Retrofusion was there day 2, and he said it wasn't as busy as it was um, day 1. And I noticed that it's like a lot of people go on day 1, and then not many come in day 2. But I don't know though. In 2022, I felt like it was the opposite. I mean, people came in day 1, but a lot of people came in day 2. So I don't know. I don't know. I would have went to day 2, but I was just tight on money. Like, I was just beyond, like, broke. It's amazing, though, on how I was able to get all these games, considering the budget I was on. Now the question is, I don't know where the hell I go from here. I mean, there's still a bunch of PSP. Here's the loose PSP games I bought again. There's still a good bit of PSP games I want. I'm gonna have to find like a PSP, something to store in games, because I got too many now. I got too many PSP games. Too damn many. Alright guys, I'm gonna be live just for a few more minutes, and I think I'm gonna head up out of here. I'll go more in depth next week when more people are here. So, but yeah, I had a really good time this year in the Southeast Game Exchange. When's the next stream? Either Friday or Saturday. But all right, I think I'm gonna get up out of here. I had a great time, and I can't wait for a 2025 Southeast Game Exchange. It's gonna be awesome, and who knows, maybe I might plan to go to another game convention if there's one near my area. So we'll see. But anyways, guys, I'm gonna get up out of here. Take it easy. Video Game Lover 58. Sign out. Peace.